Hey everyone, my name is Taryn Menzies. I'm a project and ops manager and welcome back to The Digital Merchant. Now, this channel is all about digital marketing, online business and smart growth without the noise, and today we're breaking down how to scale customer onboarding. Now, if you, like me, have ever had to onboard customers or train teammates or answer the same support question over and over again, you've probably wondered if there's a better way than jumping on another Zoom call. I know I've been there, it can be really time consuming, and that's exactly what I've been testing out over the last few months. And luckily today, that's what we're testing out too. We're going to have a look at a simple onboarding workflow, record it in two different ways and compare the results. Now, first I'm going to do this like most companies do with a standard screen recording session as if it was a meeting, because typically this is what happens. It's usually a training session, sometimes it's a Zoom call, sometimes it's a Teams meeting. And this can typically be really time consuming, and I've found I've had to repeat the process quite a few times. Then what I'm going to do is create the exact same workflow using a tool called Guidde. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have an idea of what the approach is in each situation, and also which approach is actually easier for you and your users to follow, whether Guidde is worth adding to your workflow or you find that however the process you do it right now is actually working for you. Now, the workflow challenge. Now, I want to say that to keep things fair, I'm going to use a simple workflow that almost every SaaS product has. Now, typically this is giving access to a platform, creating a workspace, inviting a teammate, sharing access, doing things like creating a workspace or project, adding additional team members, maybe restricting users, changing notification settings. That kind of thing is pretty standard across all the different software products that I've touched on in the last decade. And I'm going to say that at the end of the day, the actual software doesn't really matter here, the process does. And that's what we're really diving into today. Now, I'm going to take you through a recording of how to do this. Typically, you would use a tool like Loom or Teams, and then we're going to compare it with the tool like Guidde. Okay, now imagine this is Zoom or Teams or whatever you're doing, and you're going to be recording a specific process. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on Record a Loom, and we can already see there's quite a few clicks to get to a specific area. Off we go, and we are going to start recording a Loom in a few seconds. Now, I'm going to just give an example before we get going in terms of what it is that we're doing. In this case, I'm going to use ClickUp because this is a pretty typical software platform that I think a lot of people would use. And the usual process is to show people around your software tool. You're going to go and let's do exactly the same processes here. Now we're going to go and create a workspace as if I was a real user, and this is kind of mimicking typically what would happen. I'm going to create a space, and let's organize this by test 1, Loom. We're going to add our description here with an XYZ. And again, you can already see here, and I'm going to have to be explaining to my customers how to get edits, full edit rights, that kind of thing, different permission settings, explain all these different things. Let's go to a starter space, create our space, off we go, we've got a space to work with. Now, I would say you would typically show them another 1 or 2 things, and in this case, we can just add a test task here. We're going to save that. You could go and then create a document, anything else like that that you would typically do. And then typically you would add your different users to a workspace or a software tool like this. Now let's just pretend we've got here test@acme.com. And off we go, and we're going to add these people to the guest space, for example. We don't want to give them edit rights. We can say that they can comment only. And off we go, we've created that access. Now, you'll see here that this is quite a few steps to do. I'm going to have to remember that I want to make sure I've gone and added my various users. But now in this case, I'm also going to have to explain everything throughout the process. typically where to go, I'm going to have to write probably a training guide or some kind of supplementing information like this so that I can explain how this would work for different users. Now, this is important to remember. Also, I need to stop my recording and it's going to populate the video for me. Now, in this case, again, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Loom is one of those simpler tools, but I mean, this would really be any kind of tool like even Microsoft Teams that you would do. And that's pretty much it. Now, in comparison, we're going to have a look at Guidde. Now, with Guidde, they've actually got a in-app icon that you're going to click on, and it's going to record in browser for you. Okay, now let's go back to our ClickUp space. I'm going to go and click on my Guidde, which is already installed in my browser. And what I like immediately is that I can actually see here we've got different templates depending on what we're doing. Now, for today's example, we are doing customer onboarding. So this is kind of handy. Employee onboarding is quite similar in terms of templates. I know that I can then go and easily start capturing. And they've got specific features like this called Magic Mic, where your speech is really transcribed, cleaned up. AI can actually do the voiceover for you if you're not comfortable with your voice being recorded. Now, this is especially handy when you've got different languages, different accents, that you can record and add that voiceover specific to different regions, which for me is quite handy to have. I deal with multiple teams across the world, and I've found that this is really handy to have. We would then ensure that that's activated and off we go, and it's going to start the recording for us. Now, I've gone and blurred out elements like this just to show you a bit of the additional features that this has. Now, this can be quite handy. Imagine you've got a generic workspace set up for your software product. I've got specific information here that I don't want people to see because I'm duplicating this process across customer onboarding across different products. Super handy to have if you're scaling, which is exactly what this video is about. Now, you can go and select specific areas that you do want blurred out, or you can do a post-production, which is quite handy. Now, off I go, I'm going to create a team space exactly like we did before. The same process, I'm going to go and add a team space, let's say test guide. And this is an XYZ area that I do want to have typical default permissions. You can either make this private or not. You can also use templates and ClickUp. But again, this is less about the tool that we're using and more about the process to record it. Off we go, and it's created our workspace for us. Let's go and add a specific task that I want to add as a test task 1. I'm going to save that. And again, to follow a like-for-like process, I'm going to also share this with a teammate because this is typically what happens in the software world. And let's do the same thing, test@acme.com. Off we go, and we're done. Now, that's the end of this process. And when you're done, it's super handy because Guidde will easily finish this process off for you. And we're going to click on done. And there we go, the video is processing. Now keep in mind that you can set automatic blur within your browser tab as well, which is super handy to have. Now, done. Let's take a look at the side-by-side videos. Okay, now let's compare the two outputs, right? We've recorded a Loom, and if we were to watch it back and share this with customers, you're going to have the video with a specific screen share. Now, what you don't have here is anything like automatic captions unless you've activated them at the bottom here, but that's about it really in terms of the actual space and the information that you're recording. You're going to have to create training guides, supplementary documentation as mentioned, anything else that customers maybe have questioned you about. And in this case, it can be quite time consuming. Now, in comparison to Guidde's features, it has created the video for us. And if we press play here, we can see that it actually does an automatic voiceover for us. I'm not going to play it in the background because it can be a bit noisy, but you could then go and share. You've got automatic captions, but this is where the real value is. It's got various steps throughout the process. It actually tells you what to do. It auto-generates these captions and these various steps with the text for you. Now, this is one of my favorite features ever because I don't have to go and create all this information step by step all throughout the guide here, and you can see this on the left-hand side. It's automatically done for me. You can also click on translate and it can translate into multiple languages. Again, super handy if you've got multiple teams in multiple locations, especially globally. Now, another benefit here is that you can share this as a video or document. You can embed the video, and you can also export this in various different formats. Now, this is super handy to have because in some cases, people are not able to potentially watch a video, and this can be quite limiting for those that are not able to hear perhaps or see. If you've got a specific needs within various departments, you could then just go and create the document and off you go. Super handy to have, especially if you need various steps within the process in different formats for your teams. Here's a quick example of how this actually looks and what it saves as. It records all these various steps. It's got the screenshots. It's got each step that you've followed within the steps of your recording. Again, super handy to have, and this is really one of the standout features for me. It's also kept the screen blur, which is a huge plus, especially if you are looking at different steps within the process that you want hidden and you don't have time to go back. Now, I do want to say that if you did edit this and you want to add things in like, let's say if I want to add in background elements like callouts like this, I've gone and added these in already like arrows. But you can have this automatically added as you record. You can then go and add things in like audio and media, text, whatever it is that you're needing. And I do quite like that they've got background sounds that you can add in. Because again, if this is going to your customers, you want to make this engaging as possible. And this is super simple with a tool like Guidde. Great. Now that we've taken a look at a side-by-side comparison, I do want to highlight some things that I actually like. Now, instead of just reading things like step-by-step guides and things off the feature page, I do want to highlight the things like the editing tool, super handy to have. I like that I can rename every single step if needed. That blur tool is super useful. And honestly, the AI voiceover tool saves quite a lot of time, especially if you've got multiple teams that you need to record voiceovers with in different departments for different products. This can be super handy, especially if you've got people within your team that don't want to record their voice. Now, because of this and all the other features, I can see customer success teams using this. And honestly, I probably use this for internal documentation too. I know I have, and I've added it as supplementary videos to my SOP guides. Super handy to have. Now, where I think it works best, typically I would see this in things like onboarding new customers, onboarding employees. As mentioned, things like SOPs or internal SOPs, super helpful. I would also say that you can use this in other situations like handing over work to teammates. Again, some people prefer to read, some people prefer to watch a video. Now, this can also be handy in things like customer support. So having help center articles with supplementary videos, reducing repetitive support tickets, all of these can be really great ways to use a tool like Guidde. Now, I'm going to say after trying both approaches, I don't think Guidde replaces every onboarding call, and it shouldn't. I think if you're selling enterprise software or running a really strategic implementation session, those conversations still really matter, and I have found that those are super important to have face-to-face or over a call directly. Now, Guidde really shines where it's replacing things that are super repetitive, and those are typically things like the onboarding calls like click here, let's go over here, things like typical explanations that customer success teams give over and over again. Now, that lets your team spend more time answering meaningful questions instead of repeating the same walkthrough for the 100th time. Hopefully you enjoyed today's session. Hopefully this is super helpful. I'm your digital merchant, helping you trade effort for efficiency. Subscribe and stay digital. See you later.